Hey everyone, so today I have a summer must-haves video. It's a tag, and I was watching Juicy Star's video, so she tagged everybody pretty much, so yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. And summer must-haves. In the summer your skin will get a bit more oily, and you really need something to keep exfoliating, especially if you're tanning and whatnot. You want to keep your skin glowy and oil-free. I would recommend starting with Ocean Salt by Lush because it is one of the best face and body exfoliants that I've used, and it's infused with lime, grapefruit, and sea salt, and it helps to give you a glowy complexion. Now for skincare, I will tell you to use these two because they are water-based hydrating like gel formula creams. Now this one says it's a cream, but it's very light. It's like a gel cream formula, and this is Garnier Fresh. If you have oily skin like myself, sorry, I just have to check something. If you have oily skin like myself, you don't need to be using anything heavy. I would use, if you're using Imperialis for oily skin and you're finding that it's heavy, too heavy for you to use in the summer, use it at night because it'll give you time to absorb it better into your skin, and use something like this that's a gel cream formula. This one's Pure Camille by Yves Rocher, and I will completely rave about this stuff because it's simply amazing. And for those of you who haven't tried it, please do. It's refreshing, it's cooling, it has a wonderful citrus scent that's energizing, and I just love it. Now I will tell you guys a secret. In the summertime I don't like wearing foundation. I don't like wearing foundation, period. But when I'm having a day where my skin is like an oil slick and I just can't control it, but I want to cover up the crap on my face, I'll make a mixture of either my mineral foundation powder and my gel cream to create a tinted moisturizer, or I'll blend some of this with my foundation, like either my Mary Kay foundation or my MAC foundation, to get a tinted moisturizer, and I still get a really decent coverage. I get a dewy look, but I don't look oily, and you can even set it with your mineral powder, and that will help you avoid the extra heaviness. If you don't want to use a tinted moisturizer or a foundation, my best suggestion for you to use would be like a mineral foundation powder, or say a MAC Mineral Skin Finish. This is a highlighter. A MAC Mineral Skin Finish or a mineral powder. Now, I don't remember how much this one is. I believe it's $30-something, the MAC one. This Mary Kay one's only $20 Canadian. And in my opinion, it's the best mineral foundation powder that I have used because it's very light. You get wicked coverage. I'm using it right now. I'm actually, you know, I just dusted it on a bit. I use it under my eyes to help with my under eye circles, and it really, really does help. And you don't always need a cream concealer. You can just probably use this. So let me talk about under eye circles. Now, if you're like me, in the summertime my skin gets super hydrated because of the heat, and my skin can tend to look crepey and really nasty and yucky. So I have to use a concealer, and I have to use something that's a little bit creamy. So I use my MAC. I think this one's called the Moisture Cover, and I really, really like this. I use an eye cream, and I blend it out with that, and I get a really nice coverage. Sometimes what I'll use is the e.l.f. under eye concealer and highlighter. This is amazing for $3. You get really decent coverage, and you get this highlighter, which I really love. I would say if you can't afford Yves Saint Laurent's Touch Eclat, this is something that you might want to look into. It is essentially the same thing but separately. It's a concealer with an illuminator. Also a good dupe for Touch Eclat is the Mary Kay Facial Highlighting Pen. Very, very similar. This one I believe is $20. This is in shade 2. It has the same, I have eyeshadow. It does essentially the same thing. I mean, it's just the highlighter slash concealer. And I mean, it works just the same. If you can't afford Yves Saint Laurent, then try the Mary Kay one. Okay. I'm talking too much. But, okay, so I'm going to be a little all over the place here. But, one thing that's really essential to have is like a good blush. These are 3 colors that I truly love, and they're all very similar, but I use them quite often. This one's Nonce by MAC. This one is Shy Blush by Mary Kay. And this one is Glow by e.l.f. Now, I will tell you guys a secret. Essentially, all these colors are pretty... Oh, shit, I cracked it. All these colors are essentially the same color, but there's slight differences to them. The MAC one, Nonce, is more peachy in tone, and the Mary Kay Shy Blush is more pink in tone, but they have that same glow that reminds me of the Melon pigment. That's kind of this peachy kind of sheen. But if you really can't afford either one, because this one's $20-something and this one is $12, try e.l.f. e.l.f.'s Natural Radiance blusher and Glow is very similar to these 2 blushes. Like, I mean, extremely similar. And I am actually finding that I'm using this one a lot more than those 2 because it has more of a sheen. It's more shimmery. So, a good blush to make you look glowy is essential for summer, because you don't want to walk around looking orange fake-a-bake and having no color to your face. I really think just by adding blush, you can change the dimension of your face. It just makes you look more alive, look fresh, you know. So anyways, another thing that I want to talk about that's a summer must-have is actually this Physicians Formula palette. And this one's really good. This one's called Sunset Strip. And if you're traveling and you want to travel light, I would definitely take this, because not only is this a bronzer, a facial illuminator, you can use it as eyeshadow too. So it comes with 5 colors, and they're all different shades of bronze and gold. And I mean, you could just use the gold to highlight your cheeks, you can use the darker bronze to contour, and you can use the medium colors on your eyelids. So this is definitely a product to have because it's so multi-purpose. Okay, one thing that's great to have, and it's great to travel with, is, especially if you're going somewhere hot, is the Evian water. This is really good for refreshing your hair and your skin after you've been on the beach, or you've had a lot of sun exposure. This is really, really good for just refreshing and just feeling cool. Like, this is something that I can't live without. I think it's the most amazing thing ever. It also helps you to set your makeup, so without using something like Fix Plus or whatever. So yeah, Evian water. Another thing that I really, really like is well, oh, I forgot to mention it, tinted moisturizer with SPF. Very essential to have. Sunscreen will save your skin from a lot of damage and potentially getting skin cancer. So my favorite 2 are the Mary Kay and MAC ones. Okay, trying to find it. Okay, favorite waterproof mascara. If you're going to the beach, you don't want to look like a raccoon if you go in the water and then you come out and your eyes are all like black and blah. Definitely my favorite one is Turbo Boost by Maybelline, because I use their Colossal mascara, and you get wicked volume, wicked length, and it lasts forever because you need just the tiniest amount, and it is very waterproof. So speaking of waterproof, you will need a good makeup remover. Now, this is old school. Ugh, it's leaking. This is old school, but probably the best eye makeup remover you will ever find in your life. This is the Mary Kay Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. Now, if you have oil